everyone, welcome back. Today we're continuing the PMDG 737-800 series, and I'm going to walk you through the takeoff and climb. We'll go from our final preparations at the gate through engine start and takeoff, then follow the aircraft through the initial climb while going over the main procedures and automation you'll need along the way. Alright, let's get started. So we're all set here on the taxiway. We've got the engines running, we've got everything set up, flaps are set. By this point we should have already tested out the flight controls and whatnot. So it's very simple. We're going to release the parking brake. There we go, it's disabled. So we're just going to get back to the takeoff reference here. Parking brakes are disabled as they should be, and we're going to get going. So we're going to advance the throttles to about 30 N1. Let's get up to about 5 knots ground speed. Then we're going to do a quick brake check. Okay, that works. That was a bit abrupt, but it works. Just remember to tap the brakes lightly, make sure they work. Let's just follow the taxi line here at San Francisco. We are going to line up on 28 left eventually. From here on, there's really not much to explain. Taxiing is very straightforward. Just keep it on the center line, and that's pretty much it. Before we turn onto the runway, we'll turn on TARA, and we'll also turn on the necessary lights for takeoff, which is the strobe light, the landing lights, and we're also going to turn off the taxi lights to make sure that we're ready to go. Okay, so we are turning on to the runway now. We are approaching 28 left. Now, I am going to slow down a bit. I'm going to use the brakes. And we're going to stop just to get ready here. So we're going to turn on the TARA. And I'm not going to use the HGS for takeoff. If you do want to use the HGS for takeoff, you can just use that like this. So you got to make sure that it's actually on. So we want to unclear the HGS, but I'm not using that for takeoff. Not now. So we're going to get rid of that. And all right, we've got TARA set. Now we're going to turn on the landing lights. We're going to turn off the taxi lights. Make sure that strobe lights are set over here. Let's get over there. Strobe and steady. And that should be pretty much it. We're going to accelerate here onto 28 left. Let's get it lined up. And we're just going to stop. We're going to stop for a bit. So we're lined up here. We're ready to go. All you want to do is this. You see this screw right here? You will be pressing that shortly. But first, we want to make sure that N1 is at 40 N1. We're going to let that get up there. And then once it's stabilized, right around now, we're going to press the screw, and that will activate takeoff thrust. So now we're just going to focus on keeping this aircraft on the center line. We will hear 80 knots,
80 knots,
then V1, and then rotate. Just going to keep it on the center line for now. There we go. Let's pull back.
positive rate of climb,
Alright, so positive rates. We're going to retract the gear. Keep climbing. Let's turn on the autopilot. Oh, VNAV went off. We're going to click on that again. No problem. And now we're just climbing. Very straightforward. Let's turn the auto brakes off. Let's set the gear to the off position. Let's take a look here. Nothing to do here yet. We're going to watch the speed. All set. So we're moving towards Wesla. We're going to make a left turn after Wesla. We're going to set the flaps to 1 now. And we're going to go ahead and set them to 0. Completely retracted. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to want to head on over to the engine start section here. We're going to set both to auto. And that should be it. Not much else to do. We're going to keep on climbing here. Obviously at 10,000 we turn off the landing lights. And since we're flying in the US, we will set standard baro pressure at 18,000. More on that later. Okay, so we're coming up on 10,000. We're going to turn off the landing lights. There we go. The aircraft will automatically accelerate towards 296 knots indicated airspeed since we're past 10,000. Okay, so we're just about at 18,000. Like I said, we will press the standard button at 18,000. So there we go. Standard barometric pressure. We should be good to go. All right, we are hitting a bit of turbulence, so we are going to hold off turning the fasten seatbelt signs off. We're going to keep them on since we are in a rough patch of air right now. Right, so since the winds have calmed down at this point, we are going to turn off the seatbelt signs. Let's get over here and turn those off. Okay, we're about 200 feet away from cruising altitude. We're just going to level off now at flight level 370. We're going to see the vertical speed come down as we level off. Speed will remain pretty much the same. That'll be 0.79 Mach. And that's it. That concludes the takeoff and climb tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe, please. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.